So we owe everybody kind of an update as to what's going on, and I just wanted to say thank you for everybody. I know I say that a ton of times, but seriously, thank you to everybody that keeps helping out in many different ways. It has just been an absolute whirlwind of a couple weeks here. So many things have gone on, I can't even keep straight as to what we've done at this point and what we haven't. We moved out of the stick-built house, and we were technically homeless for a couple days there.
We sold our house.
We don't even own a house anymore.
We don't own a house anymore.
We own a trailer and a truck, and they're both broken.
And we don't have jobs.
34 homeless, unemployed. I'm killing it. So the truck ended up going back in about 3 different times to get fixed before they finally figured out what the heck was wrong with it. Apparently there was a pickup tube for the turbo that cracked, and as we drove and had, especially when we had weight on it, and the engine really had to work, it would expand, and so we sucked in a bunch of dirt and debris, and I picked it up and drove it around, and it sent the code without even the trailer being on it this time. So we took it back to the dealership again, and they finally fixed it. They were the ones that figured it out, and we've hauled the trailer around a little bit, and we've also just driven a lot out of it, and the light hasn't come back on. The check engine light hasn't come back on, so that's something good. We also got the trailer in, and they actually got it all fixed except for one light that they are just for some reason cannot find a replacement bulb for. I know how silly that sounds, but it is the only thing that they were not able to fix. There was, I can't even remember if I told you guys this because it's been so many things going on, but so the trailer had a few major problems. They fixed them. The biggest one was the main slide actually tore a huge hole in the floor. And they were talking, well, we can fix it, we can fix it, we can fix it. And then when it actually got into the shop, the guy kind of looked at it and went, that's not fixable. I think we're going to have to call in a specialist, but I think this is going to be a complete, take the interior apart, take the flooring out, replace the whole flooring. Thankfully, it's not. They did a really good job. I know where the spot is, but that's only because I know where to look, and I know that it's there. But to everybody else, no, you're never going to even notice that there was a spot there. They filled it in with putty, and then the guy hand painted in the grain to match the wood flooring and all that good stuff. So we were waiting on 2 things so that we could actually leave the state. And number 1 was our license plates for the truck. They finally came in. So that's one off. The next one is dealing with the county and the old house. The county just doesn't want to let go of us in that sense. They keep asking for more and more stuff and upgrades to the old house, and getting pretty old. But that's the last thing that is keeping us from actually hitting the road. I wish I could have put more movie, or not movies, but more content out. But seriously, I mean, I have hundreds of hours of video to go through that I haven't even touched yet, and I mean this in the nicest way possible to everybody involved, but there really just wasn't much content there. You know, I don't want to put something out unless it's going to be at least moderately entertaining. So, you know, there'll be video scattered throughout this that will show you what we've been up to. So a lot of that stuff that you're seeing is what we've been doing when we haven't been so busy working. And I don't mean work, I mean moving and getting everything else done. It sounds like it's such a simple event. We're going to sell everything, and we're going to buy a 5th wheel and a truck, and we're going to travel and figure out our new home and all that. The things just never work out, never line up right. And in some cases, people will just go out of their way to be as difficult as they humanly can, because they're either jealous that you're doing this, or they don't agree with what you're doing, or insert any excuse you want here. I mean, you're going to run into your naysayers, but thankfully we're kind of reaching the end of the naysayer part, and it's more of just bureaucracy at this point, unfortunately. So I'm like I said, I'm really hoping that soon, within the next week, hopefully at the latest, we'll be actually heading down to California to make our first stop to visit some family down there. And hopefully we'll have some much better content other than just random videos of us playing and the dog running wild and all that stuff. So again, thank you to everybody that helps and supports us in more ways than we ever thought we were going to need. Big thank you to, you know who you are. I'm not going to name names on here, but you know who you are. You just again have just blown us away with your friendship of, I'm going to be here at this time to do this for you. Is that going to work for you? Things like that are just completely awesome, and we really don't like taking more help than we absolutely need. And sometimes you need that outsider that sees you and goes, they don't even know how much help they need right now. So again, I'm not going to say your name. You know who you are. Thank you. Just kind of stinks, it's we have our friends and our good people, but we finally have a good solid core, and that's when we decide to up and leave. But that's a different story there. So, well, again, thank you, and we'll see you next time.